Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's call. And to all those watching the recording, good evening to you too. Tonight's call is going to be focused on the compensation plan. Now, the company has three compensation plans, one for the US, one for Europe, and one for Africa. Well, it's actually not one for each continent, but there's three different types. Let me rather say that. There's a compensation plan A, compensation plan B, and compensation plan C. Now, the African continent has compensation plan C, and our compensation plan was actually, in fact, ranked the #1 compensation plan out of thousands of direct selling companies worldwide last year. So that's an amazing achievement. Our compensation plan is, there's certain parts of it that is patented, and we are very proud to say and brag about the fact that our compensation plan, in fact, allows you to go unlimited wide and unlimited deep. And just because of that, you've got a chance to have unlimited income. Our company was also rated a AAA plus opportunity company in 2023 towards the end. And also we got the #1 spot for the company that has generated the most momentum out of all direct selling companies globally, right? And we also won one of the most trustworthy companies. So we won a total of over 44 awards last year, and it's a year since we converted our company into PartnerCo, and the reason why we called it PartnerCo is simply because there's a lot of us that are partnered in, that were with other businesses that came into one umbrella, and we became one, hence the name PartnerCo. So the two businesses in network marketing are basically the building business and the rebuilding business. Now, why do we say rebuilding business? We say rebuilding business, and I use the analogy always when I say we are the bus driver. We are the bus driver. We move around. We stop at the bus stops, and some people get off, new people get on, and that's just the nature of the beast. That's how our business is, and that's why when you start making a lot of money in this business, your team is serious. Your team is duplicating, your team is learning, and they're doing what you teach them. So what I'm doing today is I'm going to attempt to show you, you might have been in this business for a while now, but there's a lot of people that are coming into the business on a daily basis. So there's never a not again type of thing, because people want repetition. Repetition it sticks. You learn every time you hear it, you hear something new. So when you evolve in your business, you will do what I do, because our business is about duplication. As long as you're teachable, trainable, and coachable, you will do very, very well in this business. So without further ado, let's kick it off. So in our business, we have 4 levels. We have 4 levels, but now to achieve a business level, you've got to activate your income position. So when you enroll either on either one of 4 levels, right? I'm going to go through the levels in the next slide. So that's the first thing you do. Then you download the PartnerCo Share app. Again, a unique facility that we have. You can have this business from home, but you can also have this business on your phone. So you can recruit, you can sign somebody up, you can show them products, you can give them factual information, you can store your contacts, everything on the app. The app is integrated. It will perform the same function as what it does on your laptop or computer at home. Okay, and then you achieve your 4 business levels, and I'm going to go into those levels right now. So the first level is the activate level, the member level. Now, all our products come with PV. PV, remember that word, write it down. PV stands for point volume. So your entry level is 20 PV. 20 PV, it's in South African rands, it's just under 800 Rand. So 20 PV gets you activated, so it gets you commission qualified. Now, I always say we use the term subscribe and save. every single month, you need to make sure your subscription is active. But to enjoy the subscription being active, all you can do one of two things. You can reorder the product, in other words, the 20 PV, and that's just a minimum of 20 PV, right? In South Africa, it's a thermo and a nighttime. In Nigeria, we have the 50 PV, which is 2 bottles of Noni. So that keeps you commission qualified on a monthly basis, right? Now, there are some. Now, just to elaborate on the activated part, the activated level allows you to have 2 binaries, the power line and the pay line, only 2. Okay, as you go up, right? As you go up and you go to the business level, you can open another binary. The elite level for 100 PV gives you an option for another binary. Now you've got 4 binaries, but the ultimate level, which is the level you've got to get to in 4 weeks, you enjoy bigger discounts for the ultimate level, number 1. You stay ultimate forever, and also you stay gold forever with the ultimate. That's 200 PV. Now, you don't need to generate, it's not necessary for you to do the 200 on your own. As we go, I will show you how you can get to the 200 by using the way your business is structured. I'm going to go through that, right? So activate your income position, use the tools, which is the app, sell the product to new customers. Now, when you sell the product to new customers, there's 2 parts here. There's the customer and there's the brand partner. When you sell the products to new customers, that counts for you to move up the levels. So if you've come in at the entry level of 20 PV and you have a customer in that space of time, right, in the 4 weeks that buys for 20 PV, also for 20 PV, that PV counts for your advancement. So you've already got the 20, your customers bought 20, now you've got 40, so you move up to business, and so forth, and you get to the 200 level. That's if you want to go up the ladder in 4 weeks. There's others that go from the beginning, they go straight up, they go straight in there, and they unlock all the benefits. So when you title advanced, you go for gold. That's the 100 PV you have to generate, and then if you haven't reached ultimate yet, you need to make sure that you have 4 active brand partners on a monthly basis, right? Each generating 50 PV. Okay, that keeps you commission qualified. It gets you to the 200 mark, okay? And that's if you're doing it the long way. So you can alleviate all that by getting to that 200 mark ASAP. Remember, ultimate, you stay ultimate forever. And you get, it also unlocks the 3 generations in your matching bonus, which I will go through also as part of the compensation plan. Now, we get paid in 10 ways. We get paid in 10 ways. We get paid every single week. Every single Friday, we get paid. Our weeks go from 12 a.m. on Saturday to 11:59 p.m. on a Friday. Your subscription runs on a Saturday, so we go from Saturday to Friday. Your week, let's rather say that your week starts on a Saturday and it ends on a Friday. Just remember that, okay? So it's always better if you're signing a new person up to sign. Let's say on Friday, you've got a new person. Wait 1 day. Wait 1 day, sign them up on the Saturday. And why do I say that? Because if you sign them up on the Friday, that Friday counts for 1 Friday. Remember, you've got 4 Fridays to become ultimate. So rather sign them up on the Saturday. It gives you a whole week to get your first Friday. Okay, so that way you're not pressured. You can do this 200 in 4 weeks instead of 3 weeks. So your commission run happens on a Tuesday. Now, what does that mean? That means on the Tuesday, the commission run works out what you generated the week before, and you get paid for the week before on that Friday coming. Okay, as simple as that. Now, as I said, we've got 10 ways we get paid. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I like to train on 4 of the 10. 4 of the 10 ways, and that's all I want you to focus on. The rest, the computer, your dashboard will work it out. and the rest kicks in as you grow your business and you start title advancing and you start ranking up. But the four that I'm going to train tonight is the important ones. They're very simple. Don't let this scare you. Go through this call again. If you're watching the recording, watch it again and focus on this slide that you're looking at now. So the first one is what we call upfront income. Okay, your upfront bonus. That's divided into two. There's two ways you can get upfront money. The first way is your retail profit. Now, as a brand partner, you buy the product at wholesale price. You buy the product at wholesale price. Everything is online, so nobody's going to give you money in your hands, right? They're gonna buy this online. They're gonna purchase it at retail price. You, in the meantime, as a brand partner, will get it at wholesale price. Okay, your wholesale to retail is 30% profit. Okay, so that's what you got. If you by any chance have stock on hand, you would have bought it for wholesale, and you can sell it then straight away at retail. But if they're buying online, so let's say on a Friday they purchase, you have a customer. The customer orders product. You sell it to the customer online. You can send him a link. They then purchase it, pay for it with their card. It goes through to the warehouse. The warehouse then delivers it. But you don't have to wait for the customer to get the product. In many cases, you will get paid the commission even before the customer gets the product, because it just depends when they ordered it. So that's the 30% retail profit that you get as one of the two upfront incomes. The other one is the first order bonus. So every first order that a new brand partner or customer orders, every first order, you get 35% of the total value of the PV of the first order. So to make it easier, let's say you have a customer that buys for 200 PV, their very first order from you. So 1 PV is equal to $1. And $1 in partner co-currency is 15 Rand, right? So, or 400 Naira. So 1 PV, $1, or 15 Rand or 400 Naira. So 200 PV, 35% of that first order, 35% of the 200 PV is 70 PV. Now, if you do your calculation, 70 multiplied by 15, you get paid commission as one of the many, 1,050 Rand just for that 200 PV order that you got for the first time from that customer. Now, imagine you had 10 customers like that. You had 5 customers like that. You'll get paid 5,000 Rand for 5 customers upfront. Okay? It's called first order bonus, or abbreviated FOB. So remember that. Retail profit, 30%. Retail profit to a customer, okay, to a customer. Now, the customer's PV, and note this, the customer's PV counts towards your level advancement. So you can get to ultimate by selling to customers a total of 200 PV in the first 4 weeks. You can get to ultimate. So you don't necessarily have to spend that money, right? Your customer's PV also counts for your reorder every single month. So if you, for whatever reason, cannot raise the money to reorder, to make sure that you stay commission qualified, if you unfortunately in that unfortunate position, all you need to do is go and sell a total of 780 Rand to a customer on your back office to generate 20 PV, and that leaves you commission qualified. And that must happen in your 4th week, in your commission qualifying week. So that's retail, and that's first order bonus. We then have the base commission. Base commission is very, very important. So remember that abbreviation, PLV, okay? That's pay line volume. You'll see it in your back office if you go into My Money. You click on volume, you'll see two lines there. You'll see pay line volume and you'll see power line, right? So the pay line volume is an important line. So when you I'm gonna do an enrollment training soon, you'll understand that you have two lines, the power line and the pay line. Now the power line is the line where the most PV is generated. That's called your power line. Now, although the majority of your PV does not get paid from the volume in the power line, you need that power line to activate your pay line. So the pay line is the one that's going to give you the base commission. Now, base commission is the PV generated, and make a note of this. The pay line is the PV generated by the entire brand partner line or team that is under your pay line, not power line, pay line. Okay, remember that. So if you have, let's say, a total of 300 PV in your power line, right? And in that specific week, you generated 100 PV in your pay line. So not necessarily only you and everybody else that's in your pay line. And just also remember, it's not necessarily going to be the people that you've brought into your business. Whoever is above you will sign people up and place them under you. They might place them in your power line, but they also might place them in your pay line. If they place them in your pay line, for whatever reason, the PV generated there, if it's below you, you will get the PV. It runs all the way up. So if they put in 100 PV in your pay line, and it's John Jackson, you don't know John Jackson, but John Jackson has now suddenly arrived in your pay line underneath you. He's got 100 PV for that week. That 100 PV counts for your base commission, and it goes straight up to up until the sponsor that put him in there. So let's say 300 PV in your power line for that specific week, and 100 PV in your pay line for that specific week. Now, what happens on a Friday? The 300 PV gets deducted, or 100 PV gets deducted from the 300 PV, because remember, your power line goes back to zero every single Saturday, right? Because you get paid commission on it. Once you've got paid commission on it, it then flushes, goes to zero. So your power line now, because it deducted 100 PV from your pay line, you start off the Saturday with 200 PV. Do you see how important your power line is, right? It's also important for your title advancement, because you need to have an equal amount of PV on your power line as what you got on your pay line in order for you to title advance. I think it's up to director. So I'll show you that in another screen. So remember, as I was saying, 100 PV in your pay line. Your base commission is 10% of the 100 PV. If you had 1,000 PV, it's 10% of 1,000 PV in your pay line volume. And that means if it's 100, it's 10 PV, which is $10, which is 150 Rand. If it's 1,000 PV, it's $100, which is 1,500. So over and above all the others that you're getting, your first order bonus, your retail profit and all that, you're getting further commission here. And then once you hit, or if you get to business level, so 40 PV, that's the minimum requirement for the next one I'm going to show you. And that's the matching bonus. The minute you're on the business level, you unlock 3 generations of matching bonus. So generations mean whoever you sign up, that's your first generation. Whoever they sign up, that's your second generation. And whoever they sign up, that's your third generation. So you start with your first generation, you get a further 7% on the base commission, okay, on whoever's on your first generation. You also get a further 6% on the second generation, whoever's there on your pay line, and you also get 5% on your third generation in your team. Okay, so again, that's residual income at its best. It's just money coming in. So imagine now you have a big team. You'll get matching bonus, and it carries on. It goes up to 7 generations. So this is how amazing our compensation plan is. And if you've unlocked more than 5 lines, okay, more than 5 income streams. Remember, you're only allowed 1 power line, but unlimited pay lines. Okay, so this is the power of our compensation plan. No other compensation plan in this industry can do that because it's patented. So let me give you an example here of a retail profit versus first order bonus. Remember, these are the first 2 upfront incomes that I explained to you. Let's look at the 30% profit on the product, right? So you buy the product as a brand partner. Look on the left-hand side now, the retail profit, the Immuno MX. You buy the product as a brand partner for 223 Rand. You sell it for 318 Rand, that's the 30%, and you make a profit of 95 Rand. Okay, now if you had 10 customers buying that, you're going to make 955 Rand just by buying and selling. That language speaks everywhere in the world. You can do that with any product. Okay, remember, your dashboard has a flag on the top right-hand corner. That's the flag of the country that you're busy with. Now, if you want to sell to somebody in the UK or America, or Australia, as long as we open there, you go to that flag, you click on the flag, you're going to their shopping basket. In other words, their supermarket. In their supermarket is the products that they have for their market. So it's not going to get shipped from South Africa. It's going to get shipped from that country that you're busy with. Right. That's the joy of PV. Because as long as there's a PV there, the formula comes back to your compensation plan here, and it gets worked out for you. Right. Simple as no matter what currency they busy with. So that's on a 30% direct retail by a wholesale example. Now, you have a friend that has a salon, a health shop, something like that, right? You get promo codes every single month. You get 2 promo codes to use every single month, which you can use to sell to a let's say salon or a health shop. A health shop wants to buy and resell. Now look at the second example below the 30% example. That's the 15% product on the product. You'll take the brand partner price of 223 Rand. You then give that preferred customer a 15% discount. How do you do that? Through a promo code. You punch in the promo code, or the customer punches in the promo code, and it automatically deducts 15%. So that customer will pay 270 Rand 78 cents. So you will be paid commission the following Friday, 47 Rand 78, times however many they bought. Let's say 10 customers, 477 Rand. Right. Now, the beauty about the customer doing this is when the customer goes in and punches in the promo code, the system will ask the customer, if you activate a subscribe and save, so if you check the box, you'll get a further 15%. Now you're not going to make retail profit. What the machine has done, what your dashboard has done, it's now taken that preferred customer and made it a brand partner. And because they check the subscribe and save every month on the day, it will generate an order and send it to that customer. So a standing order. That's the beauty of this whole thing. So if you eventually have a lot of customers under you that have activated the subscribe and save, you're just going to get paid commission on a sale that you weren't even involved in. That's the beauty of residual income. You must remember, our business is a willable, sellable, and transferable business, number one. It's a legacy business, number two. It will allow you to live your dream instead of you working hard for your boss to live his dream. It will eventually take over the salary that you're getting. We in no way saying give up your jobs. But if you work this the right way and you follow the system, you will see the money made here is endless. Network marketing, partnership marketing generates the most amount of millionaires every single year, year after year. So that said, on the first order bonus, I love this one. I'm a pro at this. I love doing this. But on the first order bonus, let's say you bring somebody in and they buy 2 cases of Tahitian noni juice. Right, 2 cases. 2 cases of Tahitian noni juice is 200 PV. Right. Now, your first order bonus on 200 PV, at the bottom there, you'll see 200 PV multiplied by 35% gives you $70 or 70 PV. And what did we say? 1 PV, 15 Rand. Okay. So 70 times 15 is 1,050. Now, if you've got 10 customers a month, let's say not even per week, 10 customers a month that buy 2 cases of Tahitian noni juice, you will get paid 10,500 Rand first order bonus. Not even taking the base commission into account or any of the others, matching bonus, all of that. First order bonus, you are going to get 10,500 Rand. And I teach you how to do this without spending any money. Right. This is for another time. Right. When we have our masterminds and you guys are talking to me privately, I will show you how to use this one actually to get it out there, and you actually get a bottle of noni free, plus the profit you make on the other 7 is profit that you make, plus you get first order bonus. So that's the beauty of how we do this whole thing. So how will you know when is your qualifying week? So this week is a blue week. This week is a blue week. Now, if you look at the calendar, okay, well, let's look at the February calendar. Let's look at the February calendar. We're on the 22nd of February right now. Can you see the 22nd of February, 2024 over here? Blue week. So let's say you sign somebody up on Saturday, the 17th of February, 2024. Remember I said to you, this becomes your qualifying week. So in 4 Fridays' time, it will be blue week again. So let's go. The 22nd, the 23rd is the first Friday. The 1st, 2nd, 3rd. The 22nd again is now your 4th Friday. Okay, so that is on the 16th. On the 16th, you start. On the 15th is your 4th Friday. The 16th is your qualifying week. So that's what you need to understand and know. Your next subscribe and save, if you signed up in the blue week, anywhere between the 17th and the 23rd, the 15th of March at 12 o'clock, which means 16th, there's going to be a 20 PV or a 780, whatever it is, deduction to keep you commission qualified. And it's in Africa. In South Africa, it's 20 PV. Because we have the Hero brand in Nigeria, it's 50 PV. It's actually 20 PV also in Nigeria. They just get that 30 PV carried over into their pay line. So this is the amazing thing about our business. Just to give you an example, also, our subscribe and save is 20 PV. In the US compensation plan A, it's 200 PV. In some of the South American countries, the compensation plan B, it's 100 PV. Ours is 20 PV. In the US, the ultimate, where ours is 200 PV, in the US compensation plan A, it's 1,500 PV. So we are very fortunate. And if you sell to somebody in the US in the UK, in Australia, wherever, outside of Africa, and it just happened to be a 500 PV order, that doesn't change anything for you. It just makes you more money, because you take the 500 PV and you work out a first order bonus on a 500 PV, that's $250. You work out how much that is. Okay, it's a lot of money. A lot of money for a first order bonus. So I'm just giving you that just by the way. Now, how you grow your business. We call it the power of four. Power of four. Now, many people say network marketing, well, I can't sell, I don't know how to sell, and I'm shy, and I'm too busy and all that. In our business, you've got connectors and you've got builders. Your aim is to find builders. Many of the people that you know are connectors. They know people. Okay, so your aim is to get 4 people in your organization as fast as you can through the various events, home parties, home opportunity meetings, Zoom calls, one-on-ones, two-on-ones. Get a leader in front of that person. Let the leader help you close. Get the person there. You need 4 people. So let's say 2 on your left and 2 on your right. Why do you need 2 and 2? Because you need a power line and you need a pay line. So you can either do 3 and 1, 2 and 2. We teach that, we train that. Training is free. It's very simple. So when you put people in now, again, it's not how many people you put in, it's how many people your team puts in. It's how good you train your people, how many times you show up, how many times you get them onto the course. So the idea is simple yet powerful. Speak to at least 4 customers every day. 4 people. So before they join your business, they're customers. So speak to 4 customers daily. Make a note of that. For greater success, ask every new customer to recommend 4 of their friends to 4 friends. Okay, so now you're building your first generation, second generation, third, and so forth. Everyone loves to pass on a good deal. So your referrals, ask them for 4 referrals. Before you know it, you've got 16 names. If they each bring 4, and if each of those 16 bring another 4, you've got 64 people in your organization. Right. So the power of numbers. Power of numbers. Imagine 64 people every single week generating 100 PV. Let's make it 30 PV. Okay, 60 people every week generating 30 PV. That's how many? That's 1,800 PV. 60 times 30. 1,800 PV. You get $180 in base commission on Payline every single week if your team works. That is why it's important to get your teams in front of a Zoom. We have Zooms every single week, whether it's corporate or whether it's by one of the Partners Council. We will help you. We will help you. We are there because it's in everybody's interest that we build a strong team. Teachable, coachable, duplicatable. That's the success of our business. So title advancement. To title advance, again, you'll see there, you start off with a team lead. That's 100 PV minimum commission that you've earned total. You get to team lead. If you've earned up to $400, you go to supervisor, manager 800, director 1,000. Now, again, when you hit director, there's 2 requirements. Okay, you must have earned $1,000 as a lifetime earning, and you need to have 2,000 PV on your power line, and 2,000 PV in 1 week in your pay line. Okay, that allows you to title advance. Now, if you've got a team that's working, if you've got a team that's there and it's generating the income, trust me, you will get there. It's easy. It's not you that has to bring the 2,000. It's you and your team. You and your team will get you to the next level. Our business is about teamwork, because teamwork makes the dream work, and so forth and so forth. And you go through to chairperson and you carry on. So in closing, that's the summary of the compensation plan C. it's very simple. I'm going to open for questions and answers after this. But success all depends on the second letter. What's the second letter of success? You. Now, let me elaborate there. Our business is about a system. There's 450,000 of us on the ground worldwide. Okay? There are people they are millionaires. They are millionaires selling the same product as what you're selling. The only difference is you. So you need to decide, and you need to say to yourself, why did I start this business? Did I start this business just to say I'm in network marketing? Did I start this business because I want to leave it to my kids? Did I start this business as a business that's going to give me residual income when I get old one day, or from now until I get old one day? Did I start this business because I want to live my dream? For me, it's a matter of freedom. It's a matter of financial freedom. It's a matter of working from home or working from your phone. I play on the soccer fields every single day. I play on the soccer fields every day, and I make money every single day. Whether it's me or whether it's my team, it's a collective. It's a collective. I show up, I'm here, I'm doing what I'm doing. Why? Because I love what I'm doing. I'm my boss, my own boss. Okay. I fired my boss a long time ago. I was in corporate for 25 years. I made the CEO, I made the chairman, I made them a lot of money until one day it dawned on me. And I said, you know what? It's time for me to go live, because I know I'm going to die. We're all going to die, but we're not guaranteed to live. So I hope you enjoyed and got value out of the call tonight. I'm now going to open the floor here. If you guys have got any questions that you want to ask me, please don't be shy. Ask the questions, and I will try my best to answer them. In the meantime, those that are watching the recording, thank you for listening. I hope you got value, and get back to the person that gave you this recording and ask them for any questions. They will answer them for you. Have a good evening.